What's going on, guys? Manny here, and welcome to episode 1 of my Road to Rank 10 series for the Go Battle League. Now, on screen right now is going to be the team that I'm going to be running for this video. It consists of the Drift Blim, the Wishcash, and Mawile, and I'm going to show you guys the sets here, or the move sets, I should say, here right now. So, starting off with the Drift Blim, we got Hex, Icy Wind, and Shadow Ball. Very, very good Pokemon. It is obviously weak to those Dark and Ghost types, and also Electric types, so I do have to watch out for certain Pokemon that it does go up against. But again, Icy Wind obviously debuffs my opponent's attacks, and then Shadow Ball is just a very hard-hitting move. So Shadow Ball, for the most part, never gets blocked right away, but it also depends on what I'm going up against for that lead matchup. So going on to Wishcash here, we got the standard Mud Shot, Blizzard, and Mud Bomb. Pretty standard moveset on Wishcash. Wishcash just super spammy. And then we have the Mawile here with Fire Fang, Iron Head, and Power Up Punch. A very, very powerful combination with Power Up Punch and Fire Fang. And Mawile is literally becoming one of my favorite Pokemon for the Great League. So going on to the first battle after finally reaching rank 7. We're going to start off with my Drift Blim versus the Bastiodon. Now again, Bastiodon does win this matchup overall because Smackdown is going to be super effective against Drift Blim here because Drift Blim is that part flying type. So because of that, I'm just going to go straight Shadow Ball. I'm hoping to do some good amount of damage because again, for the most part, my opponents never shield the first attack from Drift Blim because for the most part, they do expect it to be Icy Wind. And as you can see here, I'm actually able to get off a second charge move. So I do go for Icy Wind, and I actually do get my opponent to shield here. So they were expecting the Shadow Ball, and basically Drift Blim did its job. So now I'm going to go ahead and bring in Wishcash here, and basically as long as they don't switch out, I'm just literally just going to farm down the Bastiodon with Mud Shots here. So I do bring up the switch window here, as you can see, because I was expecting them to switch out, but they don't. So literally again, just going to farm down the Bastiodon. These Stone Edges aren't going to do not very effective damage to me because also with the debuff from Icy Wind, and as you can see there, I literally just farmed down the Bastiodon there. So I have 2 Mud Bombs ready to go. I basically have 2 Blizzards ready to go now, and they do bring in a Grass type. It is going to be the Cherim here, and Cherim is a very, very spammy Pokemon for what it is. I go for a Mud Bomb hoping to get the shield, but I don't. So I decided to go for another one because I feel like they are going to shield this one here. So go ahead and launch the Mud Bomb, and I do get the second shield. So I am, as you can see here, they're going to go ahead and launch a Weather Ball, and I'm going to allow this to go through. There's no real point in shielding that. And as you can see, I'm going to bring in Mawile. Mawile is just going to eat away at this Cherim. But again, Cherim is very, very spammy here. So they do launch one Weather Ball, which I have to shield because otherwise that would take out my Mawile. And they actually are able to get to another one. So Cherim, even though it looks very, very happy doing its little dance there, it's a very, very spammy Pokemon with the Seed Bomb update that it got. So they do bring in Skarmy, which is perfect for me because I do have 1 Power Up Punch ready to go. And again, Skarmy is going to be to these Fire Fangs, and I'm actually able to get off to another Power Up Punch here. And again, Mawile is again becoming one of my favorite Pokemon for the Great League. And as you can see here, 2 Power Up Punches and Fire Fang is just eating away at this Skarmory. So even if this was going to be a Flash Cannon, I would survive it, but it is going to be a Sky Attack. And again, Mawile is just going to basically laugh at Skarmory and bite it down. So again, Skarmory becoming one of my favorites. Going on to game 2, got the Drift Blim versus Bronzong. Now, this is an interesting matchup depending on how shields are played. Obviously, Drift Blim, lost my train of thought. Drift Blim can win, but they do switch into Azumarill, so I go ahead for the Shadow Ball here. And once again, they don't shield it. So they were expecting Icy Wind. I tried to switch out here, but decided to shield, and I believe I do switch out to my Wishcash here, which honestly, I probably could have stayed in if I wanted to and gone for an Icy Wind. But I'm going to go ahead and just spam as many Mud Bombs as possible. Because even if the Azumarill does get to like a Hydro Pump or something, my Wishcash would be fine. So I'm going to go ahead and not shield this. And obviously going to be Ice Beam. Going to be doing a good chunk of damage to me, but nothing I really need to worry about. Going to go for another Mud Bomb here, hoping to take out the Azumarill, at least get a shield. And they let the Azumarill go down. So now they go ahead and bring in their Cherim. And again, Cherim is a very, very spammy. And as you can see, I'm just going to do as much damage as I possibly can here. And they go ahead and obviously not shield there. Gonna go ahead and launch another Mud Bomb here. Again, hoping to at least try to get 1 shield and just do as much damage as I possibly can. Once again, they don't shield that, and they take down my Wishcash. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring in the Mawile here. And once again, they did farm up a lot on me. As you can see right here, they got one weather ball. They immediately have another one, and this is going to do a ton of damage to my Mawile here. And right here, I make a mistake and stay in. So they do get 3 weather balls, and unfortunately will take out my Mawile. So yeah, and I have no shields. They still got 2, and they go ahead and switch back into Bronzong. So I go for the icing one here. Probably should have just gone with the Shadow Ball, but it really doesn't matter. And as you can see, just doing as much damage as I possibly can. I do get off another Icy Wind here, but even if they don't decide to shield it, it's not going to be doing that much, but they bring out the shield anyways. And basically, this Psychic here, I believe this is going to be a Psychic if I remember this correctly. Nope, Heavy Slam. Did get double debuff, so it's not going to be enough. And right here, as you can see, really nothing I could do. So again, that Cherrim is very, very spammy. The fact that it was able to get to 3 weather balls is pretty insane. So going on to the next game, we have Drifblim versus Lapras. If this was an Ice Shard Lapras, I'd have to worry a little bit, but it is, as you can see, that Water Gun. So I do go for Icy Wind here, hoping to get a shield. If not, it's fine. And they don't shield it, so I probably should have just stuck to my original, just Shadow Ball the first move, and then Icy Wind the next. And they do go with Surf. Surf's going to be doing a decent chunk, nothing really to worry about. And here, I do decide to go for a Shadow Ball there. I do shield, and obviously, going to be another Surf here. As you can see, I was having a Shadow Ball, building up some extra energy here, going for the Shadow Ball now, again. And I believe they do shield it this time, since I did farm up some extra energy, so that was pretty smart. And I do go for another one here, hoping to get another shield or to basically take out the Lapras here. They don't shield it. Lapras basically almost goes down, and they do waste a charge move on my Drifblim, which is completely fine. So obviously they're just going to knock it out. And then I go ahead and bring in Mawile here, seeing what they're going to bring in next, and just tapping away at the screen. So they do decide to bring in Haunter. Haunter are very, very spammy Pokemon as well, but it is a glass cannon. As you can see, non-power up punch Fire Fangs are doing a ton of damage to this Haunter, and it's, you know, again, Fire Fang, very, very strong. I'm going to shield this, expecting it to be a Shadow Ball, but it's a Sludge Bomb, so I actually could have survived that. But they do bring in Mawile here, and this is where Iron Head comes in handy for against the Zumbrel. So plus it is a power up punch. Iron Head there does good amount of damage, and I'm gonna go ahead and obviously have no choice but to take this Ice Beam. I do survive it for a bit, but then I have bring in Wish Cash, and basically I'm just going to spam away the Mud Bomb. So I'm in a good position here. This is going to be GG's to my opponent. Again, Wish Cash very spammy as well. Mud Bomb's doing a good amount of damage to the Azumarill, and even if this is a Hydro Pump again, I will be able to survive it. So as you can see, it is the Hydro Pump, going to survive it, and then I just decide to farm it down. I go ahead and they switch into Haunter. I go ahead and launch with the Mud Bomb. I think they were expecting me to do that exactly, but that Azumarill was so low that it didn't really matter. So going on to the next battle here. I do want to say as well that it seems like the rating system is still not a big fan of, but I'll get into that in another video. So we got Drifblim versus the Venusaur. Decent matchup here, depending on shield usages. Go ahead for the Icy one here because I know they are going to shield this regardless, so I might as well just go for the debuff right away. They do shield it, and they do have a Frenzy Plant coming my way. I decide not to shield and just let this go through. Still does a decent chunk for not being very effective. They go ahead and switch to the Bastion, and I'm going to go ahead and switch into Wish Cash. So again, just going to farm up some extra energy here and basically just Mud Bomb away the Bastion. So again, not going to shield this Stone Edge. Not very effective. Don't need to worry about it. And again, we're just going to fill up on a bunch of energy and then go for the Mud Bomb spam. So here goes the first one, and they are going to shield this one, which, I mean, didn't really matter to be honest, because they do have another one ready to go. And go ahead and be super effective here. And I do have, again, just building up to more energy here. I do decide to shield this just in case. I didn't really need to. As you can see here, I'm just going to basically try to farm down the Bastion with just mud shots. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Venusaur back. So I got the Blizzard ready to go for this Venusaur. They have no shields, and it is going to KO the Venusaur there. And then the last Pokemon is going to be that Azumarill. And again, we're just going to build up to 2 Mud Bombs, spam away and just do as much damage as we possibly can. So Wishcash, again, another very good Pokemon for Great League, very spammy, very annoying to play against as well. So I do feel kind of bad for using it, but obviously want to get to rank 10 as quick as possible, and you know, I kind of need to use things that work very, very well. So we're gonna go ahead and take down my Wishcash there, and I'm just gonna go ahead and bring back in my Drifblim. I do have the one shield ready to go, and I'm just gonna go ahead and I believe I build up to a Shadow Ball here, and that's going to be well, I did try to go for the Shadow Ball there, but as you can see, this Play Rough is going to take me out, so I'm just going to go ahead and Fire Fang the Azumarill to death here. So again, the new, I noticed over tapping is back right now with Go Battle League. I don't know if that was intentional or if Niantic's trying to fix it, but it is kind of a problem. But anyways, again, that's news for another video. Here we got the Hypno versus the Drifblim. They immediately switch out, and I'm going to go ahead and go for the Shadow Ball here. And once again, they don't shield. And then I go ahead and actually switch into my Wishcash. So again, I don't need to worry about any moves right now, because this is going to be an Ice Beam. Going to be, you know, doing a decent amount of damage. And once again, just going to build up to spam to Mud Bomb. So that's something that I always suggest to people. If you get into a match where you use Wishcash and you're able to farm up, go ahead and farm up to 2 right away. Because a lot of people just like to use the charge attacks right away as soon as they get them. So as you can see there, I was able to spam 2. I did get 1 shield, and they do go off another Ice Beam here. I'm able to survive this one as well, and I'm actually able to get off to 1 more Mud Bomb. So either I KO the Azumarill or I get the second shield, and I do take out the Azumarill there. So now my opponent's going to bring in the Hypno, take out my Wishcash, and I'm going to go ahead and bring back in the Drifblim. So I do decide to shield this because Hypno's movesets can hurt regardless. It has 3 super effective moves against Drifblim. They go ahead and bring in Ferrothorn, so obviously I'm going to go ahead and bring in my Mawile and just Fire Fang this thing to death, and don't need to worry about shielding any of these unless it was a Flash Cannon or Thunder. As you can see there, Thunder doing a good amount of damage. I do have a Power Up Punch ready to go, but I do decide to go for a Iron Head, hoping to do some good amount of damage or at least get his shield, and he doesn't shield it. So I think he was expecting me to go Power Up Punch, and we're just going to do as much damage as possible. Then I go for a Power Up Punch here, which I believe they are going to shield, thinking it is going to be another Iron Hand, which they do, and now they have no shields left against my Mawile here, but they do have a good amount of energy. So I'm going to go ahead and shield this here. Again, Shadow Ball, Ice Punch, and Thunder Punch would be very scary against Drifblim, but I do get the win. The win here against the Hypno, and it's going to be GG's for my opponent. So do end up going 4-1 in the first set of 5 after reaching rank 7, which is pretty good. Do get a Lapras as my encounter. Don't care for Lapras anymore. I have my fair share of Legacy Laprases, and I already have my Great League one, so this really isn't worth it to me, to be honest. But yeah, it is what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and catch Lapras, and then claim the rest of our rewards. So I hope you guys did enjoy episode 1 of my Road to Rank 10 series. I will be bringing out another episode later today as this video drops. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys are new, please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.
Those medical pills are pushing me over. I kill my fill 3 times a day. These ethanol fumes won't make me sober.